Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Insane Gorilla. And welcome to, once again, what if what if Deku was a Mandalorian? I know you guys haven't seen this one for a little while, and I do apologise on that one. I was just reading up on the ISB, the Imperial Security Bureau. Just let me do my thing, okay? So yeah, I was just reading up on that quickly to see if I got anything wrong. And thank you, my friend, for who told me about the comics. I've looked at them as well. So where we last left off on this is that Deku recently met up with his step-sister, not his biological sister, just his step-sister. And Idril was actually a spy. So let's continue off where we left off with the Mandalorians getting their asses kicked due to Grand Admiral Front turning up in his Chimera. With the battle taking a very bad turn for the Mandalorians. At first they thought they were winning, turns out that it was all a trap. With them actually, taking severe losses on their fighters. With, messages coming through, one particular being, this is Squadron A 263, known as Dart. This is Dart Group. This is the Dart Group. We're taking heavy casualties. We're coming in close to the cruisers. Could you get those anti-fighter craft guns firing in our direction? As they get a report saying, we can try. Command's not being very helpful at the minute. We've also got tons of other people out there as well. That goes on. As well, the Mandalorian's Revolution, which is another cruiser, by the way. I just came up with that one while I was sorting all this out. Says, we're taking critical hull damage here. We can't withstand another bombardment from any bombers or the ships. But it looks like they're keeping a distance. Looks like they finally realised how long range our guns are. Mandalorian's Revenge. We need to tighten our grip around ourselves. We can't let any more of those bombers get through. Reaper. Ship Reaper. Keep your guns firing. Repeat, keep them firing. We can't risk those ships getting closer. Let them remind those big ones, which there are only two, so we should push our way through them. Mandalorian's Revolution. Keep yourselves together. We need to keep ourselves in a foxhole like this. They'll run out of fighters soon. As well. Mandalorian's Revenge says, we're going to have to try and push through to the station. Gather all fighters, everything. Push through to that station. As soon as we destroy that station, or a few broadsides, we'll jump. As they try pushing themselves through. Only to realise that two Bellator classes are still sitting there with all broadsides looking at them. Basically, it was a facility that produces the Bellator classes. Ouch. There are only two of them, so hey. With, the Mandalorian's Revenge saying, we're in firing range, fire everything you've got, we need to destroy that station. That's another Mandalorian says, what about those two massive cruisers? We can't get a single shot in with those things around. As well, they get opened up from behind. Obviously, you know who that is. In the last one, he said he arrived with, well, the Reaper saying, "Hull damage is too critical. Reactors overloading. All hands, abandon the ship. Get the Mandalore's revenge. I'll try and hold the reactor at bay." As they all evacuate and quickly get to Mandalore's revenge. As a transmission starts coming through to the Mandalore's revenge, as all ships stop firing. As well, a Mandalorian and Idril, the fake Idril, not the real one, says, "Great, just what we don't need. Looks like he's here to mock us." On screen as well. The screen, well, the holoboard, shall I say, or holo projector, whichever you like to say, okay? I've only just got up. And, well, we have an image of the Chimera and her fleet. There's a lot more Star Destroyers. With, well, the damage that the Mandalorians had done to Admiral Thrawn's fleet was very minimal. I mean, very minimal. You could barely see that it got even so much of a paint scratch or a new paint job. The only thing that was missing were a few turrets, and that was it. As well, Grand Admiral Thrawn is sort of speaking, but hasn't put the holovid up yet, saying, "You Mandalorians are too stupid. Now that I have your philosophy, art, and ways of combat down to a T, I would have thought you would have come up with some new strategies. But apparently, your leader has vanished. How predictable." As a Mandalorian says, "Shut up, Grand Admiral. You know nothing of Mandalore the Chosen." As the Grand Admiral just says, "Ah, but I do. You see, I allowed him to surrender, to save all of your lives." And he spat in my face, saying that he would rather die than surrender to me. I gave him the opportunity. Now you can thank him for your people's suffering. As Mako Waylander, aka the fake Idril, speaks up saying, "What do you want, truly, Grand Admiral? Are you here to berate us? Insult us? Cast us down like we're trash?" As Grand Admiral say, "Ah, Idril," keeping it under wraps that she's the Imperial spy, or Imperial Intelligence. "May I make a suggestion, Idril? Shut up, you useless wench. You do not know anything of the sacrifices I had to make to lure you all in here with the false information that Idril got. Well, that you got." As the Mandalorian says, "I've had enough of this. If anybody can hear me on this comm unit, take Idril to the cell blocks." As Idril says, "Why? I am the leader here, not you." As this Mandalorian would just speak up, saying, "You ain't no Mandalore. You ain't no Mandalore the Chosen. You ain't no tactician. Unlike him. He brought us glory and victory. You only brought us defeat. Take her to the cell blocks." as she gets dragged off. As Admiral Thrawn just says, unexpected. As, well, a new character, as the same character bloke that was speaking to him before. And the last one walks up saying, in a hurry, saying, Grand Admiral Thrawn, sir, we got a massive problem. What is it, Lieutenant Druxlowcraft? Just call me LT, sir. There's a huge fleet incoming, not matching any of the rebel fleets. I don't even know what they are. Their designs are slim, more maneuverable. They could take possibly a full broadside before going down. Interesting, Captain. Interesting, LT. Let's see what our new guests have to offer. Send a transmission out to them. I wish to speak to them first. As you wish, Admiral. Get a transmission out there now. As all you could hear is a, yes, sir, from some of the comm officers. As they report saying they will not accept any of our transmissions. As Thrawn waits at his bridge, as, well, 15 cruisers come out of hyperspace, brandishing the sign of Earth. As well, they send a message to the Mandalorians saying, if you want out, you better jump now, because this is going to get loud. Oh, and if that station's your target, don't worry, we got that for you. Mac cannons, fire. As, well, all 15 ships let volleys of Mac rounds. As Grand Admiral Thrawn is what, well, has turned his cruiser around during that time, along with his fleet, only to see 5 of them get disintegrated. Not literally, just a figure of speech. Because the Mac rounds hit smack bang in the center of the bridge. And another round, well, another few rounds, tore the whole thing apart. As well, all the fighter craft go to try and intercept the new fleet that has turned up, with Earth's fleet launching their own fighters, which then becomes a deadly melee between fighter craft and new cruisers. After the 3 years on Earth, after the invasion, just to let you know, they went into huge military production. There are tons of people who signed up for the military to get revenge, to cause the Empire some living hell. As well, they managed to make a very big ass fleet in a little under 3 years. They have expanded their territory. They are up to Mars. And Mars has got a lot of resources. Oi, ow. Oh, that was my back. So yeah, that's how they managed to get 15 cruisers. Yeah. And the backgrounds are just Mass Effect rounds. So yeah, if you ever played the Mass Effect games, you'll understand that they've got a Mac cannon at the front. A bit like Halo, but hey. As well, going back to the battle, as all the ships start punching through Grand Admiral Thrawn's fleet, he says, I'm gonna turn into a chicken, and take the exit of stage left, on the left side of the station, as he jumps, with the Bellator cruisers following, as the station gets ripped apart by the Mandalorians and the Earth fleet. as they send a message to the Mandalorian fleet saying, "We saw that the Imperials were on their way here through our sensors, so we decided to tag along. Sorry we're late. We're new to jumping through systems. Took us a little while to get ourselves orientated. But you saved us 3 years ago. That's a debt we as a species will never forget, and never will let down. Down with the Empire." As they all, turn around and say, "Come on with us. Your ships are heavily damaged. We'll try and repair you back at base." As they will, all jump back to Earth with, Mandalore's Revenge, Mandalore's Revolution, and the Grand Vale ship. Yes, the Grand Vale. I'll let you know in the next one. All jump along with the Earth fleet directly to Earth to initiate immediate repairs and also to honour their fallen. Because they couldn't really pick up the bodies of the fallen because they're all destroyed. But anyway, back to where, going to a planet named Lafal, where the Ghost crew was enjoying a bit of R&R after a small little heist. That kinda went wrong. After those 3 years, four people have gotten extremely close to each other. And, they're all just enjoying a bit of R&R, just to rewind, just to unwind and relax for a bit. And also let their injuries recover too. Considering that they faced numerous enemies, and these enemies were not taking it not taking this heist lying down. As well, Ezra Bridger got shot in the arm and the leg. Zebarelius got dislocated his shoulder blade. Ouch. Heron Syndulla has a few broken bones. Sabine Wren's armor has been severely damaged and dented. And, she's got a massive black eye due to getting hit in the face. Not by Ezra or anybody like that, just by accident. And Kanan, he's lost his eyesight. With them all actually taking R&R to recover, but then hear a shuttle approach, or a ship approach. Ezra and Sabine and Zebarelios help Ezra along, because Ezra wanted to go out with them. Even though his leg's still sore, he can still kind of walk. As they see a Mandalorian ship fly overhead. As Ezra sort of says, "That ship, that's a Mandalorian vessel." With Sabine saying, "What are my people doing here?" With Zeb saying, "Come on, we better go and tell Hera about this." As Hera says, "I know about the ship. I'll keep Kanan company. Go and see who it is." As Zeb says, Alright then. Come on, kids, let's go! As well, Sabine and Ezra, well, sort of jog off to go and catch up with Zeb Aurelios. With Zeb actually walking to actually keep pace with Ezra and Sabine, because Sabine's actually taking her time walking with Ezra. You already know who I shipped together, because it's true. As well, Zeb just says, Sabine, I know you and your people don't see eye to eye anymore, but is it possible that your people have come here to seek the help of the Ghost crew or the rebellion? With Sabine just saying, not likely. My mother wouldn't even dream of coming to the rebellion for help. She's more one of these people who would much rather stick her head in the sand and pretend everything's okay. With Ezra saying, but perhaps it is her coming for help. As he sort of senses something saying, that's not your mother. They're not even Mandalorians. With Zeb and Sabine being shocked and terrified, considering who they just went up against. As Ezra starts quickly walking, with Sabine and Zeb starting to quickly walk as well. After a while, Zeb just picks up Ezra and Sabine, puts them on his back, says, hold on, as he starts running. As soon as they find the ship, it's landed near Tarkin Town before it gets destroyed, with a lot of people on the outskirts wondering who the hell it is. As Zeb, Sabine, and Ezra Pritchard all make it there. All make it to Tarkin Town, to the edge of, the town where the ship landed, which is on the hill, as you can tell, where the picture of the ship is. With Rodian coming up to them saying, oh, thank God you're here. The Mandalorian vessel just landed there. Nobody's come out just yet. It's possible that it's just people are just landed there to get some sleep or something like that. With Ezra saying, no, they're coming. We must get ready to fight, just in case. Ezra's Rodian just says, fight? But we're civilians. We can't fight. We don't have any weapons. As Ezra just says, not you. Us. We've got weapons on us. We could hold them off. Get ready to evacuate the entire town, just in case. As his Rodian would just say, but this is our home. We don't have blasters or anything. But we will find stuff to fight the Imperial, fight these guys off if it gets violent. As Ezra just says, no. The weapons that they'll use will cut straight through your weapons. As Sabine says, are you telling me that there's one of these Inquisitors on that ship? As Ezra just saying, no, it's not an Inquisitor. I feel something far worse on that ship. Far worse than any Inquisitor and any Jedi. Hell, any Sith Lord, to be honest and truthful with you. I think this person could put this Vader guy to shame. With Sabine and Zeb being, apart from shocked, they're now terrified, because they do not want to fight this guy. If Ezra's saying that this guy could put Vader in his place, you know this is bad. 1 minute, guys. Sorry about that. I don't think you wanted to hear me cough down the mic. Well, as Ezra, Sabine, and Zeb all approach, the ramp leading into the vessel comes down. As well, 3 people walk off. One, a woman with blonde hair and armor and a robe and a lightsaber, as she looks like a Jedi, but she hasn't got her lightsaber active. As she just walks down, one of the younger men in the village, well, one of the youngest men in the village, who's 18, just sort of whistles, saying, "Wow, nice looks. Even for you, ma'am, holding one of those things in your hand, you could end up killing yourself." As she just activates it, saying, "I know how to use a lightsaber very well. I was trained on how to use it. And by the way, mister, you're not my type. And besides, I got these 2. Well, I got these 3 with me." As everybody would see just what she was talking about. Well, as 2 people just stand up near the top of the ramp, not really saying anything, and she would just turn around and say, "Oh, God. For the blasters. For the love of all blasters. Seriously, you 2. I know we're not on Duxford anymore, but it doesn't mean you 2 can start being antisocial." Kids these days. As well, one of them speaks up, saying, "We heard that, mother." As everybody's sort of surprised, saying, "Wait, you're their mother?" As she would say, "Well, their adoptive mother, unfortunately. I'm not their biological mother, just their adoptive mother. They just chose to take my last name. So we're just one big happy family. Isn't that right, boys?" As they would both just say, "Yeah, you got that correct." As somebody would just say, "Can you 2 come down, please? So we could actually see you guys and actually what you look like." As one of them would just say no, as the other one would just say, "Shut up. Let's go." As they'd start walking down. With Elmia, whatever I called her last time, just saying, "You 2 and your bickering." As they fully get shown, as they just say, "Sorry, Mum. We can't help it if we just argue." As everybody sort of backs off, because they are literally the Mandalorians. Just 2 Mandalorians. With Ezra saying, "Sabine, they're not your people at all. They're..." Sabine perks up, saying, They're exiles. They're exiled Mandalorians, but Mandalore, the Chosen, couldn't have done this." As these 2 hear it, as they just say, "Mandalore the Chosen? Wait, are you talking about our uncle?" And Sabine, Ezra, and Zeb are all very confused about this uncle part. As Ezra just says, "No, Mandalore the Chosen is literally the force-wielding Mandalorian. He is not very strong in the Force, but He's good in combat. As one of the boys perks up saying, "Oh yeah, we know about that one. He's kicked our ass many times in mock battles. He has kicked our asses. Hell, he's even kicked our mother's ass. And they're related. Not by the same mother or anything, but they're related." Is everybody would just say, "Huh, okay. So you're not related to this Mandalore guy, Mandalore the Chosen guy, but you still call him Uncle. How does that make any sense? He's basically your step uncle, and you still call him Uncle, as if you were related to him by blood." As one of the boys would just say, "Well, yeah, he may be our step uncle, but to us, he's our uncle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're not related to him by blood. We still see him as an uncle. Hell, we're not related to Amelia over there. We're not related to her. We're adopted by her, but we took her last name to be, as she said, to be like a family with her. It doesn't matter if she's 25 or anything like that. We're only 15, so yeah." And their uncle is like 23 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know anymore. As well, they would continue chatting for a bit as they start hearing, well, boots approaching the ramp. As the two boys would turn around, then immediately go to either side of the ramp and salute. Sorry. As everybody would be kind of confused of why they're doing that. As, well, then they see him walking down the ramp. According to others, he looks like a living nightmare. A masked figure with robes, armor that looks very ancient and old, with a slight hint of new bits there, and two lightsabers. As he would walk down, saying, "So, this is the fall. I've sensed the Force pulling me here for some reason. Don't know why. Don't know why. I don't care. This planet isn't Earth, that's for sure. But it sure does have a bit of a beauty to it. But oh well. I hope you three have not scared off people already." As Emily would just say, "No, but I think you are with the mask on and all that. Just remove it for once. People are getting kind of scared to seeing you just standing there with your arms folded and, well, just looking menacing." As Deku would just look over, saying, and shrugs his arms, saying, "What? I can't help it. I can't help it that my ancestor left me this armor. Hell, I was on Hoth for 3 years just trying to prove myself worthy to get this armor. Just because I have the armor doesn't mean I can't just take it off. I can take it off because you've seen my face. I just choose not to when I'm around people who I do not know. I didn't know you guys at the time, so I left my mask on. But I do know these three right here." As he would just point to Ezra, Sabine, and Zeb. Sorry guys, hang on. Got an itchy ear now. As he would just, as I said, pointed to Zeb, Ezra, and Sabine, as he says, You three looked like a gundark's just been to a wedding. Got smashed. What the hell happened? As well, they explained to him what happened with Vader and all this. With Deku just saying, Vader. My old time nemesis who I've kicked in the ass several times already. Not surprised that he's causing you guys trouble. He caused me a few problems. But hey, that's neither here or there. So tell me, what do you guys think about the Mandalorians having their war with the Empire? As Sabine says, I think it's a foolish idea, but as long as you guys are keeping the Empire, well, entertained with your crazy antics, we can do our own job of taking down the Empire's supply chains. As well, Sabine just says, weren't you meant to be with the Mandalorians? You should have just gone back to them. They might need your help. As Deku would just say, potato, potato. My people don't need my help yet. Well, saying that, I did feel a massive disturbance within the Force. Thousands of voices crying out in terror and anger. And a lot of them were getting silenced pretty quick. Anger, sadness, confusion, dread. Anger is the main thing I felt. As you'd say, while we're here, we better just help you out with your own crazy antics. As well, a few months would pass as he gets information about a prison somewhere on the Full, holding prisoners of war, some rebels, some rebel sympathizers, some speakers who spoke out against the Empire. As they actually get a prisoner logbook. As the young mayor of Lafol came up, but then came up the word Idril Ren. This actually catching, Sabine, Ezra, all of the Ghost crew, including Deku, off guard. As even Deku would say, wait, how could she be in prison? I left her with the Mandalorians. There's no way in hell she got herself captured. She's too smart for that. Way too smart. Our mock battles, she proved that she was smarter, or had a lot more smarts in her brain than any other Mandalorian. There's no way in living Gundarks that she would allow herself to get captured. There's no way. I'm going to have to find that prison. Well, with Emily walking in with with the kids, saying, "What do you mean? Who's this Idril woman?" As Deku would say, "A woman that I let down some time ago." Where's this prison? As well, they spend another year, so now Deku's 24. They spend another year searching for this prison, which turns out to be on one of Lothal's sister planets. As it's called Imperial Prison Gown. Maximum security for the darkest prisoners. As well, Deku decides that he's going to go alone. Other people tried to protest, saying you just can't go alone. the Imperial prison down is literally most probably a fortress. You're going to have to be stupid or crazy to go in there. It's like it just says, you've known me for what, a year now? So yeah, I'm going. You know how dangerous I can be. Well, as he nicks an Imperial disguise, as he makes it look like he's an Imperial intelligence agent. And how did he find the Imperial intelligence outfit? Well, he killed him. He killed an Imperial agent. Had all of his armor still underneath all that. He just has to roll it up to make it look convincing. And luckily, the Imperial soldiers at the back entrance, because he was walking towards it, are complete and utter fools. As they we weren't expecting an agent of the security bureau to turn up. As he says, that's the point. You're not meant to know when I turn up. I'm just here to do a secret investigation, just in case there's any prisoners trying to get out. So let me in. As the two soldiers would just say, we need ID first. As he'll pass them an ID, just says here your Agent Murrow. But he is a she. But she is a he. When did she have a gender change? As they pull the blasters up, saying, "Who are you really?" As well, Deku reaches out with the force and crushes their windpipes, causing both of them to fall down, dead. As he just says, "Okay, that plan's out the window now." As he just throws everything off, and just force pulls the door open. As he says, "Sorry for the damage, boys. Not. Now, where are you, Idril?" As he'll just walk in. Not, well, and sensing that something's not right. Somebody who's extremely powerful is here in this prison. So he must find the one prisoner and get her out. No questions asked. As he'll move on, quickly finding the detention block, finding a control panel, as he'll come up with the former governor of the Fall, the Richard family. There you are, Richard. Wait. As he's still going through this, he sees that there's two groups of Mandalorians that all had the last name of Midoriya's, but they're all deceased due to, well, trying to escape. As he would say, just say, "Damn, looks like I am the last. Looks like me and my stepsister are literally the last ones of our clan. Oh well." Now, where are all of your cell blocks? B62, B95. Oh no. D22716. Execution block. Hydro Ren. Scheduled for execution this week. Damn it, I better get to it fast. As he would start running towards all the cells, actually seeing that there are actually a few rebels in here too. One of them actually looks out, looks to his door, and sort of bangs on the door saying, "You imps aren't gonna win against the rebellion. So get in here and face me like a man." As well, he hears the lightsaber activate as the door flies open. As he quickly runs out to see that there's a man standing there with a black lightsaber. As he says, "Who the hell are you?" As Deku would say, "Who are you?" As he'll say, "None of your business. Who are you?" As Deku would also repeat his answer, saying, "It's also none of your business. I'm here to get a few prisoners out. If you want to start causing a riot in here, go ahead." As Deku would leave, leaving this guy to ponder, saying, never thought of that. Hey, wait up! As he would run after him, saying, "Listen, sorry about what I said earlier. If you're here to get a few prisoners out, then perhaps you can get us all out." As Deku would just say, "I'm only here for 4 prisoners. The former mayor of Lafol, the Pritchard family, and a Mandalorian female." As this man would say, "Okay then, I'm going to cause a bit of distraction. I'll get a ton of more prisoners out." Good man. As he would finally reach, after cutting the Pritchard family and the former governor of Lafol out of prison, the same man who we met earlier got them weapons, saying, "Here, we're getting out of here." As they all start running towards the doors and getting out. A little bit too easily, though. As well, Deku reaches the cell where Idril is waiting for execution. As he opens it, first just saying, "What do you want, you witch? You already have what you wanted. You turned everyone against me. You and your damn Inquisition. You turned my lover against me. When I'm out of these cuffs, you witch, I'm gonna rip your throat out. Along with your damn Inquisition. You hear me?" As she looks up, saying, "Oh great, it's one of you. What do you want now?" As he would just activate the black lightsaber, with her eyes widening, saying, "No, you can't have killed him. It's impossible. He's strong enough to hold off any of your pathetic Inquisitioners. How? How dare you? No, I've got nothing. My family's deserted me. Now you've taken the one person precious to me, keeping my sanity in check. You motherless gun dogs." As she starts crying, as he would just cut her bonds off, as she would say, "Why are you doing this now? What, are you trying to get on my good books or something? I'm just doing this to make me want to kill you even more." As Deku would just slap her, saying, "Shut up, Idril. This is a rescue, you moron. You're a Mandalorian. Start acting like it." As she would say, "How dare you? No one would speak to me like that if they knew what was good for them." As Deku would say, "I know what's good for you. Getting out of here is one. Do you want to see your lover again? Pick yourself up. Dust yourself off, crack your neck, crack your knuckles. Get ready to punch a few imps in the face. as she'd realised what the blade was. And she says, "You killed him, didn't you? You killed my lover," as he would remove his helmet and hood, saying, "Now, would I really kill myself? Then reappear here after 3 years of training, following the Force to find you? Because apparently that's why the Force was leading me here." As her tears would come more rampant, as she would just run up and hug him, saying, "Thank God. Thank God. Thank the Mandalorian's lucky stars. You're alive." And she would start sobbing, saying, "I thought you forgot about me. I thought that witch poisoned your mind and made you believe that she was me." As Deku would say, "She tried. I was being controlled by, at the time. I was being controlled by a ghost at the time, so I didn't really pay attention to her." As Idril will look up, saying, "A ghost? What are you talking about, a ghost? You're a Mandalorian, not a meat puppet for anybody to hold on to. Anyway, what's with this get-up? You don't look like a Mandalorian anymore. You look like Revan from the from all the tales I got told as a kid." "Ah, Idril, about that. You're looking at his great grandson. I'm kind of related to the guy. And I was training with him and his wife for 3 years. And they virtually said I'm worthy of the armor. I still believe myself a Mandalorian. Just wearing a new getup doesn't change that. So, do you want to get out of here? Or do you want to sit here sobbing?" I should say, "Slap me now, please, because I can't believe that you're still here." As he proceeds to slap her, saying, "You did ask." And she just says, "Yeah, I did ask. I was hoping you would slap me somewhere else, but oh well." "Oh, like here?" As he slaps her in the backside. And she sort of yelps, saying, "Yep, that's the area. Thank you." That's a bit more of a wake-up call. As well, Deku was about to say something before some black hand, no racist comment meant for that, grabs him and yanks him out the, well, cell as the door gets closed again. As Idril says, "Watch out, that's a dark trooper!" screaming it through the door. As Deku says, "Yeah, I kinda noticed. That is a dark trooper. What kind of phase?" As she says, "Phase 3, I think. A very new Phase 3. It's a lot more tougher than it looks. It could take gunfire, blaster fire, pretty well. Flamethrowers, it tanks along with blaster fire. The only thing it possibly can't take is a lightsaber." As well, Deku starts, well, backing up as it starts firing. As this dark trooper starts firing at him deflecting all of its laser bolts back at it. As he'd say, "You're correct on that one, Idril. It does take all of its own blaster bolts." As he would, well, slice the thing in two, then slice it up the middle, completely killing it. As well, you'd hear more thumping as a whole battalion of dark troopers start approaching, only for them to turn around and start firing down a corridor. As well, a blue lightsaber would take off like several heads, with a rocket or two being fired, hitting more of the dark troopers. As more dark troopers turn up, these three individuals would run up to Deku, as they would say, well, as one of them would say, "Brother, you gotta stop running off and try and do everything yourself." As each will say, Is that another woman you're with?" As she would say, "So this is Idril, huh? She's got spirit, that's for sure. Come on, kids, let's try and deal with these things." As Deku would say, they're Dark Troopers, Phase 3. They're a lot tougher than they look. They can't stand up to lightsabers. I don't know about vibro blades or anything like that. Kids, have a go. But watch out for the blasters, they're heavy. They're heavy blasting. Well, they're heavy blasters, so watch out for them. With the boys saying, "Aye aye. Aye aye, Mandalore." As they, well, start shooting, then firing off missiles. And the boys do actually have vibro blades there to buy them off of the black market. And the black market stuff is usually pretty good. As well, they would actually start cutting through the Dark Troopers. As a lightsaber could be heard, with sort of sadistic laughing. As the boys would look to the left to see, well, this guy. As they get force pushed back, with them screaming, with Emily running to them, saying, "Kids, are you alright?" As well, she has to quickly jump back from a lightsaber swinging towards her head. As she would just say, "Sif. Great. Just what I don't need. Kids, whenever you two can get up, get out of here. This is my fight." As the Sith would say, "I am the Sith Inquisitor of the Inquisitorius. Nice to meet you, Jedi. I remember when I was once a Jedi too." As she would say, "Oh great, a former Jedi. That voice sounds familiar." As she would realise who it is, saying, "No, it can't be you. Anybody but you. Kids, get out of here, quickly." As, well, they do. Idril's just running up to the boys, saying, "Come on, boys. You guys know the way out. I'll go with you." As Idril starts running, saying, "Come on, Deku, let's go." Or, "Come on, Izuku, let's go." With Izuku's name being spoken, this Inquisitor says, "Ah, my true target is here. Goodbye, daughter." As she, force pushes Emily down the corridor. As she would say, "Come here, boy." As she would run after Deku. Or run towards Deku, as he finishes off 3 more Dark Troopers. As well, Emily shouts, saying, "Brother, watch out! Sith Inquisitor behind you!" As he will turn his purple lightsaber on, as he would hold off one of her strikes, saying, "Sneaking up behind somebody to attack them. How low can you Sith go?" As she would say, as the Sith Inquisitor would say, this: "It's not a sneak attack if somebody already knows that you're coming. I should have killed my own daughter when I had the chance. But I'm merciful like that. Now you're the boy my ex-husband was talking about before I became stronger. The light side was weak within me. I was always a bit of a naughty girl, and I was always cruel behind closed doors. Now it's time for you to die. As she would start clashing lightsabers with him. As well, Deku, sort of being overpowered as he is now, still holds her off with one arm, not even using his other lightsaber. She would start saying, "Why can't I hit you? This is impossible. I'm an Inquisitor. Start taking me more seriously." As Deku would say, "Are you done trying to warm up and trying to hit me properly? Or are you just gonna constantly try and swing at random? Use a bit of attack, would you?" And by the way, as he sort of swings his lightsaber, as she blocks, but the swing was quite strong, so it causes her to sort of stumble back as she sees him reach his arm out as lightning comes out of his fingers, with her barely able to dodge it. As she would say, "But you're a Jedi. How can a Jedi use lightning like that? It's a dark side technique." As he would just say, "I am Revan, reborn into this century to fight the Empire and to kill every Sith that lives. But tell me, Inquisitor, what's your real name?" "My name is Mara. Mara. Just Mara. Not Mara Sov from Destiny, by the way, guys. It's just Mara. My name is Mara. A Night Sister." And, well, that's actually where I'm leaving it, guys. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, but also just to let you know, I kind of ended that a bit too early, whoops, but just to let you guys know, I am back doing this one, so I hope you do like it and enjoy. Sorry I've been a little while, not doing this one for a little while. But again, thank you, my friend, who gave me the information about the comics. Thank you. I looked at those, got a bit of information. I also looked at the wiki page of the SOB. No, ISB. Sorry, not SOB. Stupid. Sorry. I had a good look at that. Read through them as much as I can. I'm not a very good reader, but I've tried to read through them the best as I can. I've got a bit of information down. Thank you once again for the info. Hope you like, comment. Hope you all like, comment, and subscribe. The next one would be, what if Deku was a Spartan yet again? Then, yeah. So I hope you like, comment, subscribe, all this kit and caboodle. See you all in the next one. Peace.